All right, you're about to get your dose of wowness. We are leaving the mysteries of the human mind way behind, and we're heading out into the interstellar deep. So let's just dive right in. Imagine this. You're at the Pan-STARRS telescope in Hawaii. It's late. You see a tiny point of light moving across your screen. But it's moving faster and on a path unlike anything you've ever recorded. It came from the void. What you were seeing was Oumuamua, our very first confirmed interstellar visitor. This thing was a traveler, coming from the general direction of the star Vega, just briefly passing through our cosmic neighborhood on a journey of absolutely unimaginable length. Its visit was a complete blur. It whipped around our sun like a slingshot and was already heading back out into the black before we even really understood what we were looking at.
That's how fast it was going relative to the sun. Way too fast to be caught by our gravity. It was never planning on staying. It was just passing through.
So what did we actually see? Well, the data that came flooding back in those few short days, it painted a picture of an object that basically broke all the rules we have for comets and asteroids. You see, its brightness changed so much, by a factor of 10, which means it had to be at least 10 times longer than it was wide. A cosmic cigar, or maybe a flat pancake tumbling end over end. Just think about that. We have never seen a natural object with a shape like that, ever.
Its color told a story of its own. It suggested a surface that had been baked hard by cosmic rays for eons, something that had traveled through the interstellar cold for millions, maybe even billions of years. But something was missing from the picture.
Right. If this thing was a comet, the sun's incredible heat should have boiled off gas and dust, creating a huge visible halo, a tail stretching for thousands of miles, but there was nothing. Just silence. It was totally inert.
And this is the heart of the whole mystery. This is the one undeniable fact that has put serious astronomers into two fiercely opposing camps. The object accelerated. After swinging around the sun, it didn't just coast away along its predicted gravitational path. No, it deviated. It was like it gently pressed its own gas pedal, speeding up just a little bit on its way out into the dark.
And this question just perfectly sums up the problem. This single data point, this non-gravitational acceleration, it forces you to choose between two really radical explanations, because no simple one fits all the facts we have.
So we're now right in the middle of a huge scientific debate. Let's look at the evidence with total forensic seriousness, like detectives on a case. On one side, you have planetary science proposing objects we have literally never seen before, whose properties we have to invent just to fit the data. And on the other side, well, you have a Harvard professor proposing something we've only ever imagined. Now, scientists have put forward some pretty incredible natural ideas to explain that push. But a nitrogen iceberg, it would have left a visible tail. A hydrogen iceberg, it would have evaporated long before it got to us. And a cosmic dust bunny would have been torn to shreds by the sun's gravity. Each explanation just can't seem to survive contact with the other facts. And that leaves the alternative. Avi Loeb, who was the chair of Harvard's astronomy department, argues this wasn't a push from some kind of engine. He thinks it was the gentle but persistent pressure of sunlight itself. Now, this isn't some fringe idea he's just throwing out there. It's a logical conclusion from that weird acceleration data if you assume there was no invisible gas pushing it. The numbers are actually consistent with a very thin, very light object being pushed by the photons from our sun. A light sail. And this, well, this is the hardest part of the story. The object is gone. It's speeding away from us, heading into the darkness between the stars, and it is never coming back. We can't chase it, we can't get a closer look, our one chance is over.
The mystery is permanent. The evidence is just frozen in time, locked away in the observations from its very brief passage through our lives.
So, no, we can't solve this puzzle for you. We can only present you with the two pieces that just don't fit, and ask you to weigh the two impossibilities. A new kind of nature, one we have zero other examples of. Or an old kind of technology, just from somewhere else. The choice of which is more likely? Well, we have to leave that to you. What do you believe passed through our solar system back in 2017? These questions, they deserve more than just a 2-minute hot take. They deserve the time it takes to really sit with their honest, messy complexity. So thank you for being here for it. Thank you for thinking with us, and for being willing to face the unknown.